We're also excited to start a new chapter in our lives. Myself, my husband, our 6 children. I was about to start a new job. We were moving into a new home, and we found out we were pregnant. And we were even more excited with the new baby on the way. When I went for my first visit with the doctor, he said I was almost 6 months pregnant. And it just startled me because I wasn't sick, I wasn't fatigued, I couldn't even feel the baby, and I was not even showing. We went in for an ultrasound and we found out we were having a baby girl. So excited. And then the doctor went on to say that baby was too small, like 2 months too small, and that abnormalities are so possible. He wanted us to come back in to just make sure and possibly talk about termination. All of a sudden, my ears went blank. I couldn't hear him. I could just see his lips and hand moving and just hearing maybe just bits and pieces, how baby's gonna be deformed and dysfunctional. All the organs and body parts may not respond to like a normal baby. And it's just so hard. The baby won't be able to see and hear like regular babies. And the mobility, of course, it'll be like cut off because they have no strength. He went on to say, having a normal baby is already hard. But having a baby like this, one that's never going to be able to take care of themselves, it's going to be a hardship. A full-time job, a big responsibility not many families can handle. It's a lifestyle that our whole entire family will have to change. And he said, do you really want this? I looked over to my husband, and just when he was about to say something, I told him, stop, don't say a word. I know he wanted to scream and shout, and so did I. But something rose up inside of me, and I said, the battle is not between the flesh and blood. And my God already said I have the DNA of Jesus Christ, and that's what our baby has. And that's it. I refuse to accept that my baby will be deformed or won't be having a life at all. I spoke to my G12 leader, Patricia Laval, and she stood in agreement with me and prayed with me. She also spoke with Pastor Kuno and advised me to go and see Pastor Kuno. And as she prayed, all those ill-spoken words over our baby and our situation, it all just melted away. Going through this was one of the hardest things I had to go through. I would be battling all these thoughts in my head, and I thought, how could we do this? Our children, our lifestyle, it's all gonna really have to change. I had to stand on God's word like never before. My faith in God was being tested, and I knew it, but I wasn't afraid. I was fighting for my baby's life. We got the test back, and the test confirmed that baby will be dysfunctional if we keep her. The doctor explained to me in detail all what it meant, and then she asked if I understood or if I had any questions. I shook my head with a smile and I said, no. The next appointments came and went so fast. Still negative words spoken about my baby, but I just refused to accept them. I continued to stand on God's word no matter what was being said or what was happening. My faith in what God said about the situation and my baby's life had to be the final say. God's word was my reality and nothing else. He said she is healed, made whole. God knew her before she was formed. God has a plan and a purpose for my daughter. And at her 9-month appointment, God's miracle working power was evident. Baby had no physical or internal deformities. The doctors couldn't even believe it. They asked me if I took medication, did anything different. I said no, nothing different, just my daily doses of God and knowing that He is so faithful to me. Princess Chloe Jean was born March 2nd, 2013. She is a beautiful testimony of God's faithfulness to me and to His Word, and I thank God for her breath of life every day.